Youtooz SpongeBob collection. Let's begin. Youtooz, no, this is Patrick. Outer box, a 9 out of 10. Moving on to the inner box. And here is the inner box. No, this is Patrick is number 1 in the SpongeBob collection. A 10 out of 10. Moving on to the figure itself. And here is the figure itself. They did a good job of depicting Patrick's figure, every little detail, the spots on his body. Krusty Krab logo hat looks good, the printing looks good, the phone, the ship. I'm not a huge fan of the filled in space here. I think it could have done well without it, but who knows, maybe they couldn't keep him stable and that's why they had to do it. Either way, I think it still looks good. I actually think the figure looks better than the 2D concept art because the concept art looks great and all, but the figure itself makes it look like he has a more cartoonish based angry face that matches well with what happened in this scene from the story. Also, I noticed the Youtooz logos are still in his pupils, so I thought they did a great job of still incorporating their logo in that detail. Got the Youtooz logo down here. The detail on the bottom of the ship is still there. They technically didn't have to do that, but the fact that they did earns them points for that. So I'm going to give the figure itself a 10 out of 10. Moving on to the stability. Good on the landing, good on the side, good on the side, good on the front, good on the back. Stability also gets a 10 out of 10. So with all that being said, Youtooz, no, this is Patrick, gets a 9.75 out of 10. Well done, Youtooz.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick. I'm not a Krusty Krab.
Youtooz choking Mr. Krabs. Outer box. I will also give this one a 9 out of 10. On to the inner box. And here is the inner box. He is number 13 in the series. A 7 out of 10. Moving on to the figure itself. And here is the figure itself. Honestly, everything about it looks really good. I like how they added the wrinkles in his shirt and his pants. It shows that they were paying attention to the detail of Mr. Krabs and didn't just make him a flat 2D model. The face itself actually does make it look like he is in pain, as if anyone knows this meme knows he was choking at the moment. Don't know why this one became a meme. In terms of the replication, I feel like they nailed it. I also appreciate how they have a little plate here for Mr. Krabs because, let's be honest, it would be nearly impossible to have him stand up on these two little crab legs. So I think that the decision to add the plate at the bottom was a good idea. Also, the amount of detail and gloss on this flooring, I think is really well done. All in all, I will give the figure itself a 10 out of 10. Stability, good on the landing, good on the right, good on the left, good on the back, good on the front. Stability also gets a 10 out of 10. So with the outer box being a 9 out of 10, the inner box being a 7 out of 10, the figure itself being a 10 out of 10, and the stability being a 10 out of 10, Youtooz choking Mr. Krabs ends up being a 9 out of 10 for the total score. Well done, Youtooz.
Oh, Dad, you're embarrassing me again.
Youtooz future Squidward. Outer box, 9 out of 10. Moving on to the inner box. And here is the inner box. He is number 8 in the overall SpongeBob collection. An 8 out of 10. Moving on to the figure itself. And here's the figure itself. I would say right off the bat, I appreciate that they did make sure he had a platform, as I would find it very challenging and hard to balance this figure in the position he's in. That being said, a critique I have about it is, why did they give him the sea flower in this? Why didn't they give him the chrome flooring? I feel like that would have worked a lot more for the character, because by itself, without the boxes or anything, if you know about the meme, you might know what it's coming from, but if you don't, you're just honestly seeing Squidward in a weird fetal position and not having any understanding, and I feel like a chrome flooring would have done it a lot better. The detail on Squidward is well done. They made sure to add every single detail, including the sweat mark up here from his nervous breakdown, as well as the Youtooz eye logos in his pupils. They did a great job there. Figure itself is solid-ish. I don't know what is going on here. It's not like damaged or anything. It's still good. This is how the figure came in. It was not previously unboxed or anything, so I don't know what's going on there. It might have just been a little bit of a mishap with the assembly of the figure, but overall I think the figure is good. It could have been better though. On top of that, if you actually look at the figure compared to the concept art, they are not similar. Mouth is more closed in terms of him saying future, while in this one it's just wide open, and he doesn't look as dazed or as traumatized as he does in the concept art or in the meme. So I am going to give the figure itself a 7 out of 10. Moving on to the stability. Good on the landing, good on the right, good on the left, good on the front, good on the back. Stability gets a 10 out of 10. So for the overall figure, the outer box got a 9 out of 10, the inner box got an 8 out of 10, the figure got a 7 out of 10, and the stability got a 10 out of 10, which leads Youtooz Future Squidward ending up being a 8.5 out of 10. Not bad.